We acknowledge that we're gathered on the lands of the Blackfoot people of the Canadian Plains.
We pay respect to the Blackfoot people's past,
present,
and future. We recognize the thousands of Indigenous peoples
from many diverse nations
call Lethbridge home,
including members of the Blackfoot Confederacy,
of the Six Gates of the Peak,
Akana,
Vikani,
Siksika,
Amskapi people,
as well as other First Nations,
Métis, and Inuit peoples.
We respect Indigenous people's cultural heritage,
beliefs,
truth,
and relationship to the land
that stretches back in time.
We will not blink at history.
We will not blink at history.
and we will learn from it.
Oki is an invitation.
A step forward.
In Blackfoot, Oki means hello.
Oki means hello.
Hello. Oki.
Okay.
Oki. Oki, and welcome to the lands of the Blackfoot people.
Okay, and welcome to the Somanski Singing Show. Hope you're iron. It's a Big Bad John. Actually, just clicked on the wrong thing, but that's okay. I'll do both of them. How about Big John? Every morning, 2:45, kind of brought at the shoulders and there at the hip, and everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John. Big John, Big Bad John, Big John, Big Bad John. Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, he just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fellow to the promised land. Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought they'd breathe their last, except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well, grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone, Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. And with all of his strength, he gave him a mighty shove, and the miner yelled out, "There's a light up above." And 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave. Now there's only one left down there to save, Big John. With jacks and timbers, they started back down. Then came that rumble way down in the ground, and smoke and gas belched out of that mine, and everybody knew it was the end of the line for Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Now, they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble statue in stone of it. And these few words are written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lays a big, big man. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Okay, how about Big Iron, Marty Robbins song? To the town of Agua Fria rode a stranger one fine day. Didn't have too much, hardly spoke to folks around him. Didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business. No one dared to make a slip. For the stranger there among him had the big iron on his hip. Big iron when he rode into the town. He came riding from the outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and those many men were dead. Now he was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more. 1 and 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry. Men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him. 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from their windows. Everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger boy was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not clear leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Okay, how about blowing in the wind? Let's do that. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must she sleeps in the sand? Yes, how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yeah, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? How many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. Ain't no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. My daddy was a fireman on a locomotive train, shoveled coal to the furnace to generate the steam. Out to Pictou Harbor from the colliery's mine, along that tramway line. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. There's no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. My daddy was a farmer with acres of land, and he cleared all the fields with a horse and his hands. That pile of stones at the section's edge stands as his monument. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. Ain't no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. My daddy was a lumberman in a shanty town, put his axe to the pines, and then he chopped 'em down. He floated 'em down the Miramichi till he rode 'em to that Chatham sawmill. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. Ain't no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. Walk along the river, sweet lullaby. It just keeps on flowing. They don't worry about where it's going. No, no. Don't fly, Mr. Bluebird. I'm just walking down the road. Early morning sunshine tells me everything I need to know. You're my blue sky, you're my sunny day. Lord, you know you make me high when you turn your love my way. Turn your love my way, yeah, yeah. Good old Sunday morning bells are ringing everywhere. Going to Carolina, won't be long till I'll be there. You're my blue sky, you're my sunny day. Lord, you know you make me high when you turn your love my way. Turn your love my way, yeah, yeah. Turn your love my way. My child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he's talking before I knew it. And as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad. Come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And he walked away, but his smile never dimmed. He said, I'm going to be like him. Yeah, you know I'm going to be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you come home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other day. So much like a man, I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later. Can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you come home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired. My son's moved away. He called me up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. I said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids have the flu. But it's been so nice talking to you, Dad. It's been so nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, my boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. How about, come on, people now. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try and love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, he will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try and love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try and love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try and love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen now, you hold the key to love and fear all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try and love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try and love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your sister. Everybody get together, try and love one another right now. Love one another. Love one another. Love one another right now. All right, that's good for tonight. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow. Get a match into my indigenous